previously on The Great Escape, um, the party began their whirlwind road trip across the US to confront um, like the head of New America and rescue the next the next in line for the presidency. And uh well, things started off with literally a bang when you met New America because the party well sent a tank shell down their way because New
And
America
a
also had a
javelin missile.
tank and like a yeah any bangs and booms between the tank shell and the javelin missile. They were used very
Discernment of Saint
successfully.
Javelin, yeah.
Yep.
Game's paused, by the way.
Yeah. There we go. Uh, but yeah. After stopping the two New America vehicles, the party discovered they were moving uh, a, a dozen civilians, basically moving them around to. Well, you discovered that most of them were sick with typhus, which they're being treated um, by Henrik and um, Tom Selleck and and Travis. Oh, my brain's still waking up. But yeah, between the three medics on the team, you're treating the typhus infections and the injured New America soldiers to get information from them. And while interrogating the New America soldiers, you discovered that um, they basically had received orders to take the sick uh, and basically take them out into the woods and kill them. Very, you know, very cruelly. And
If Robert and Edwin were still
yeah,
on the
when
bar, it's
we
like, ah, I
last
stole my plan!
exactly.
Because they did try
Next
to do that.
time, catch it. Next
Oh.
time.
That's a really good imitate of Dr. Claw.
Sorry.
But as you were saying, Cody.
No, I was just remarking that in terms of take them into the woods and kill them is like, yeah, that's basically what Robert, and Edwin tried to do in the very first session of the campaign.
Yep. Hmm. Yeah, after, one of them tried to take a pot shot at Edwin, and then, you know, you basically overwhelmed them, and then, yeah, you know, the discussion of, oh yeah, let's, kill them, hide their bodies in the woods, and steal their equipment. Which, just
Good thing those players aren't around, because
lovely
Jesus.
plan. Yeah. But yeah, when we left off, it was the evening shift. You guys set up camp and you hid your camp very well. 4 successes to hide the camp. So no one's gonna be able to find that bitch. Um, but yeah, last time, uh, you among the New America in their pockets, you also discovered a map with some cryptic symbols on it. Um, this can be deciphered with a tech roll and 2 shifts of work.
Didn't I contact the CIA to have them do it for us? I
Oh,
thought that was
that's right, you did.
because I wanted to set up the radio and
Mhm.
run it by them like, hey, do you guys happen to have intelligence on this place?
Okay. Yep. That is being worked on in the background, and they'll, get back to you within a couple days about what it means. But yeah, it is currently like I said, the evening shift. Is there anything else anyone wants to do, like, during this shift?
Is there anything that I need to do to
do any of our vehicles have reliability damage? Like on any of the weapons or anything? Okay,
hey,
not on
last
this.
time I checked, I was in a tank. What happened?
What about a tank?
I said last time I checked, I thought I was in a tank. What happened?
Let's see. Is there anything of interest that would have been, actually, I mean, I thought something we could do with their tank, depending on how many shells we have, we could just siphon the ammo and gas from that tank and restock our vehicles. Because Hilary did
That's a
not,
good idea.
yeah, Hilary did not fully
Yeah.
destroy it. She just basically
Right.
did exactly enough damage to knock out the engine.
Yeah,
We could-
you'd be able to do that pretty easily. So,
I mean, hell, we could fucking, theoretically, if we have enough vehicle parts, we could take the additional tank and basically have like a fucking armored column. Although that, how many vehicle
yeah,
parts do we
because
have?
me.
We have 9, so we could fully repair the engine on that tank and have 2 tanks.
Oh.
Yeah,
See, now we're talking.
yeah, yeah. The other M1A1 Abrams has taken a little bit of engine damage from where it was, blown up with the fucking javelin missile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So during the shift, I mean, Hilary can't do it, but she would ask, like any tech characters, like we spend like what, so if we spend a vehicle part, that's like the currency to be able to sort of make the roll like a tech roll, and the number of successes increase the reliability, which I think can be done multiple times. So if we're in the evening shift, maybe, hold on, so Abby is our tech, I believe. Well, she's got, hold on, AC, and then mechanic, and then I think she has tools. Yes, so she'd be at AA, so I would like to nominate Abby as an NPC to fix up the other tank.
Okay, sure.
And my heavy weapons is maxed out, so I could use the guns on it if need be. The presidential tank, we're gonna give it like, those images of like a Photoshop like Trump tank.
Oh God.
Where is it?
I love how you just started collecting like tanks and shit, just adding them to your collection. It's like you're like Horgust but with vehicles.
Well, no, check the Great Escape chat, like something like this. Very patriotic Abrams. I
Oh
just love how there's
goodness.
randomly an eagle
That's
firing an AA
funny.
12, but yeah, I mean, imagine like rolling up on the on wherever the hell we're going. It was we're going to Knoxville.
Knoxville.
Yeah, like rolling up to Knoxville with your fucking official presidential tank. Is there somewhere we could like stop along the way to have this thing like officially like give it like like an auto shop touch up if we get it working? Like something that's on the way. I don't want to lose progress in terms of like going back, but if there's like like an allied place along
Yeah.
the way, we like take it to like Los Santos Customs or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Pimp,
Yeah, just I
swear to
will
God, the
say
only
that
thing I'm thinking about right now is pimp my ride, pimp my tank.
I mean, can we do that?
Tank comes rolling down the street, starts jumping up and down on with his friend.
Yeah, well, hydraulics like a lowrider tank.
Yeah, you hear like boing, boing, boing coming out of it from the loud music.
Oh
my
god.
god, that's awesome.
Well, no, it's like people would know we're coming because it's like even before they hear the music, it's like Jurassic Park with like the ripples in the water, and that's from the tank bouncing.
Boing, boing, and then. Oh, that is hilarious.
So,
Oh goodness,
as
we
my
killed Marty.
think second order as president of the United States, I hereby declare that we are going to do that to this tank. So, but yeah, first the roll. So Abby needs to roll tech. I mean, I could just do the roll with Abby's stats if you want.
Now the Secret Service must love you.
I mean, it's no more ridiculous than, ironically, real world events, funnily enough.
They're
Yeah,
not
but the
abusing
president
my
usually
power.
isn't
like-
part of frontline troops.
Hold on. So, or no, hold on.
Yeah.
So tech would be tech plus, and I'll just max it out because it would be AA anyway. So, all right.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, Abby does fix the tank, fix the engine on the tank. So now you need to make a fucking duplicate party Abrams.
Yep. Oh,
How much ammo
goodness.
does the main cannon have?
It'll have like half of like the stated stuff,
Like
so
half of the
I'll
max load.
duplicate the
Alright.
party Abrams. Yeah,
Alright.
and then I'll just
Um,
adjust it because it it's down its from its max fuel capacity as well. It's about like halfway.
Alright. Does the truck use the same fuel type? Are they both diesel?
Apparently the Abrams is gasoline.
What?
Funnily enough,
Is this
It's-
gasoline too?
It's jet fuel. What are you talking about? M1A1s have a jet engine.
Well, according to at least the sheet in the foundry,
Okay.
the Abrams is on gasoline, but your Deuce and a Half is on diesel,
This?
and so is like, and then like their Deuce and a Half is also on diesel.
Fuck. Okay. Well, half a tank of gas is pretty. Well, actually, and I think back when we were leaving Poland, Hilary bargained for like a whole bunch of extra fuel. I know we haven't quite been keeping track of fuel, but could we maybe, or alternatively, perhaps if we're going to, an allied like workshop to get this thing fully fixed up and kitted out, can we, get it refueled as well, even if we're not carrying spare fuel? Just for consistency, so both vehicles are tracking fuel at
Yeah,
the same time, or
I'll
all right.
yeah I'll say you'll be able to
Yeah.
refuel.
And also
Funny.
befitting both her personality and then the pins she has on her grenades that Hillary. I mean, they're going to be not like plastered all over like the Joker or something, but like like the same smiley faces on her grenade pins. Are going to be somewhere on that tank.
I love it. But yeah, Abby will spend the shift.
Like she didn't fully repair. I mean,
Preparing
unless you want to rule that she did. Like she got 2 successes, so it gets back to 2 reliability. And then I was thinking maybe we find like a repair station along the way or something, then we can get it repaired to full.
Yeah. I'll say that she gets it up and running,
Okay.
and then I'll just like hand wave it.
Okay.
On your way to Knoxville, you'll find a shop. You find like some old like National Guardsmen who are more than happy to work on the fucking tank for the new president. Okay. All right. So
Alright, I
who is
changed the name
keeping
to Presidential
watch
Abrams.
at night?
In terms
I
of
love it.
he's
It's awesome.
It's Abrams 1. Oh my.
So, alright. Yeah, so we now have a second tank. And, you know,
Abrams 1 and Abrams 2.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'll just have the names being what they are just for clarity. But yeah.
Yeah, but the 1 needs to be with a capital O. I mean, I assume that you're going to go into it.
Onto the presidential, yes. Because Hillary has like a moment with the tragic school bus and saying like, you know, just for humor, is like, so long, old friend. You've endured many, many hours of my pride and joy smothering you, but for now, somebody else will have to take up the seat, quite literally. So long. And she tosses the keys to whoever's closest and waddles over to the tank.
There you go.
You have quite the fucking convoy going on now.
Yeah, I
Jesus.
mean, what is it? Fucking 2 4-wheel drive cars and 2 tanks.
Yeah, you make quite the entrance wherever you go now.
Yeah.
But great. Okay. So someone make me a recon roll just to represent like keeping, watch during the like night shift.
I have Recon AA, so I'll do it. And I'll push that D12. Why not? Well, actually, shit. Hold on. It makes sense that as the driver, I probably shouldn't. Well, actually, that raises a good point. Do we have somebody who can be the driver of the tank? Because I think it's Travis who's driving the party Abrams, right? Um. So, Abby. Let's see, Abby. So yeah, Ramba, you're the driver of the party Abrams, right? I saw your mic light up, but I didn't hear anything.
Okay, cool. So
Okay.
my mic was muted.
You
Yeah,
got my sympathies.
I'm driving one of the tanks.
All right. Because yeah, I was saying like for consistency, maybe it's like the party Abrams is Travis, Martin, and Arthur because you guys were already doing that, and then it's like the tank could be because Abby is of the remaining characters is I think second best driver after Hilary, or actually no, I think she has the same. Yeah, she has the same stats as Hilary. Put Emily, put Abby on the presidential Abrams as my driver, and I will be
Okay.
manning the cannon. And then in terms of the vehicles, let's see. So tragic school bus. Hendrix has driving PD. Who was driving the liquor cabinet? Henrik. I see he's in the thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And hold on. And then we have Tom Selleck as well. He does not have driving. Hendrix has. So hold on. Who all do we have? Because we have 4 NPCs and 4 PCs, and then obviously the 4 Secret Service agents. Do we have anybody else? Well, no, we're also bringing back the Hillary wanted to make it a point to deliver the people that we captured. So, but I'm mainly asking in terms of like, just so I can get a sense of like, assigning which person to which vehicle kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. So, Henrik, Hendrix, and Abby
Yeah, because I want Abby to be
all have.
the driver of the presidential tank.
Okay. Pull up the token.
And then I guess because Oliver, because he doesn't have any driving, maybe because the loader is basically just there for the sake of, like, you don't have to spend your action to reload manually. Can you just have him be like like a quote unquote passenger in the presidential Abrams? Ow!
Yeah.
Ow! Oh shit! I was just sitting up. So. Okay, so driver. All right. Do the Secret Service
Okay,
agents
so
have
this is the crew
decent
for the-
driving? I don't know what their stats are.
They have agility B, but no
Fuck. So it's
driving.
basically just the same as fucking Oliver. All right. Well, my vote is just to have, because Henrik is slightly better than Hendrix. I would say maybe have Hendrix drive the UAZ and then Henrik drive the tragic school bus, if you guys think that's a good idea, because like the tragic school bus is just a more valuable vehicle in general. I mean, if you guys agree with that, that is.
Hey, if we can get another tank, on the road, I think that's a good thing.
Because it's like the tanks, I definitely think overall are the more valuable vehicles, but of the two cars, the tragic school bus is the more valuable of the two, so that's why I was thinking, because Henrik has better stats than Hendrix, that he'd be a better driver for this.
Well, here's the thing. We just need to have drivers for the tanks when we get into battle. That's it.
Well, but during travel, that's the thing, is that, when you
Yeah, we can
tra-
just put them up in we can just hook it up to the pickup truck trailer.
Oh fuck, that's
We
right.
got
We
a hitch,
have
right?
that. I forgot about that. That's a very good point. So yeah, in that case, like, maybe, the party tank, because there's a full crew in it, like, you guys could be on the truck and then somebody else, like, Travis, you could drive the truck or somebody else could or whatever, and then just Abby can still be the driver of the presidential tank. Because the majority of my line of thinking is because the majority of the players are in one tank, and then I'm the only player in this one, so. Like that way, if the whole crew is together
Yeah,
on the truck,
I get
then
it.
you guys can just quickly deploy. Because we only have the one flatbed, so like one of the tanks is going to have to be driven, so I might as well just leave that up to Abby. At least is my
Yeah.
line of thinking. So, and then what I think would be possibly a good idea, is maybe like how many were there, like, what, five or six hostages here, or like prisoners of war? Because I know we have 4 Secret Service guys, and I'm trying to see how much. Looks like 6.
Yeah,
So,
total of 6.
maybe split them like 2 agents and 3 prisoners per car.
Okay.
Or if you guys think it would be a
Okay, you
better
want to
option,
put
like,
them in
is
the
the
UAZ in the
tragic school bus? Yeah. Now,
school
is this
bus?
truck still intact? I know, like, a shell went like zipping through it, and like scared the bejesus out of the personnel, but I don't know if the truck itself was damaged. Did it take any component damage?
Let me double check because I think you took out the suspension on it if I remember
Well, I think
correctly.
we damaged the suspension, but I don't think it was completely destroyed.
Yeah.
I mean, do you guys
That's
want to
good.
just?
Hmm.
Sorry.
I was going to say, oh, that's good because pimp my tank and all
Yeah.
that.
Do you guys want to just use this truck as like a temporary prisoner transfer, or?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just posing it as an idea rather than making a declaration, but yeah. So.
Yep. It will need a shift of work to get it working again because
Is
of the
this during the
damage
night
to the
shift?
suspension. So repairing the new tank will,
We have
bring you to
multiple
midnight,
mechanics.
and then, yeah. Oh, right.
But then again,
But
you know,
yeah, I'll say that you can have a,
can one mechanic work on 2 vehicles in one shift, or
like,
no?
because Abby was working on the tank, I would say that it would take up the full shift.
Okay.
Just, because, it's a big fucking multi-ton vehicle.
So here's my idea. Is that we have all the vehicle maintenance stuff go on like in one shift during the night, and then we like rest in the morning. Just so everybody's like fully in sync, and then that gives us a little bit of time to wait for the CIA to get back to us, because I don't. What was the deadline on the rescuing the people? It was like what, 14 days or something?
Yeah, you have until July 15th.
Okay, well, I gotta open the fucking calendar.
So 14 days.
All right. Yeah, so I don't think like a few hours is going to fuck us over, especially we can probably get there within like a day at most. So yeah, that's my vote, is just to get all the maintenance done, like basically have all the mechanics working and then sleeping during the same shift. Like, well, same shift as each other, not like doing it all
Okay.
at once, but
Cool. Okay. Yep, so Abby made the roll for the presidential Abrams, and now I just need the roll for the other deuce and a half
all right.
to get back online.
Who is our second best mechanic? Yeah, I see Hendrix has AB, so I guess that's her. So shit, oh my god.
Yep.
It's just like
Yep.
Hillary. So attack, and I'll just give myself like another, like +7 just to max it out. And then, okay, so she does succeed. And I need to deduct the vehicle parts. I'm going to do it from the liquor. Well, does the liquor cabinet have vehicle parts? No, it does not. That's in the tragic school bus. Tragic school bus is where? Or where are the vehicle parts here? Okay, so I'll subtract 2. Okay. So, that's that bit of, inventory management is done.
All right. But yeah. So yeah, during the, evening and night shift, a lot of vehicle maintenance, and the other deuce and a half will be brought back online, just like the presidential Abrams was. So now you have a way to transport the prisoners. So I will. Okay. So it's now the morning shift, 6 a.m. You all wake up, or rather, I think you're gonna rest here for another shift. Make sure
Pretty
everyone's,
much, yeah.
bright-eyed and bushy-tailed before you head
Yep.
out. Okay. Yep.
I will say, just as a
Go
joke, like
ahead
during
and.
Yeah, probably while hanging out with Abby and the Secret Service people, like Hillary's just jogging around. She's sitting up on top of the tank, just kind of kicking her feet back and forth. Um, and she says, it dawned on me a while ago that I actually it was my birthday a few months ago, and I totally forgot about it. Um, and I also don't think I mentioned the day of my 4th birthday, my dad pretended to be confused about who I was, and then said, "Sorry, Hillary, I hadn't seen you before."
I'm terrible. I swear to God, after a joke like that, that's when Hillary lets the thing bounce like dong da dong da dong. Like, wasn't that a good joke?
Yeah. Do the
Everybody
secrets
looks
are the
at
Secret Service people
no.
all still like straight faced, or do some of them smile or even laugh?
I'll say that some of them are cracking smiles now. Your
Yay!
your brand of humor is starting to wear them down. In a good way, not a bad way.
Motherfuckers
Okay.
are finally defrosting. Which obviously she's not saying aloud, but
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, it's the morning shift. You're gonna rest here for another shift. Cool. Go ahead and deduct food and water
okay.
for the day.
Let me just see which of our vehicles has the food and water. Okay, it's not the Humvee. It is the this thing. Okay, I will just. All right, so hold on. Are we counting just active PCs or PCs and NPCs, or how are we?
Just for I'll say just active PCs for now.
Okay, so like, is like Marty, Ramba, myself, and Blitz, or not Blitz because he's not here, or
Deduct one for Blitz's character as
okay,
well.
so I'll deduct 4 domestic food, so we go from 11 to 7, and then we deduct 15, or from 15 to 11 clean water. All right, that's taken care of.
Okay. So, yeah, midday. So yeah, midday comes. The sun's nice and bright in the sky. It's July, it's summer, it's, well, Tennessee, so I think it's rather, it's hot, but, not like horrible. But,
I don't think it was as bad back then as as now. Although then again, with limited nuclear exchanges, it probably, there's a reason why there's the phrase Cold War gone hot.
Yep. I Google that actually, like the average temperature in July in Tennessee.
Probably whatever it is now, if I'm being honest. Which doesn't phase Hillary at all, because for example, for reference, she's from fucking Phoenix, Arizona, and had a summer.
Tennessee's a little bit more muggy, so I'm pretty sure it will affect her.
Yeah,
Because after all, man,
it's not the heat, it's the
It's a
humidity.
dry heat, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. You know where I was going.
Yeah, I mean, the heat part, she definitely, does. I mean, she notices like the humidity, but the heat part, doesn't seem any worse for wear. I mean, obviously sweating a bit, but says it's like, it just reminds me back in the summer of fucking working my grandfather's construction company. You ever wonder how I was so strong? It's not the army.
Yeah. I would say, it's noon, so it's around like probably 80 degrees, but like it's humid.
Mm.
It's you can feel the humidity.
Yeah, players getting PTSD. Hillary's none the wiser. So, okay. Well, and you said it was going to take how long for the CIA um to contact us?
I'll say that they'll be able to contact you on July 3rd, so by tomorrow.
All right. Do you guys think
Okay.
we should just wait for them to give a response, or should we proceed with our mission and then retroactively get the information?
Move forward.
Yeah, let's move forward.
All right.
Okay. Pull you back to the big travel map. Okay. So you're headed to Knoxville.
Yeah, and then the
All right,
obligatory,
get
like
on the road
shift,
and
like joke of the joke of the shift is, Hillary, in the company of, hold on, is Oliver, or like the, new Tom Selleck, is he military or I can't remember.
yeah, he's military.
Yeah, because Hillary says, it took a while for me to get used to wearing camouflage. I just couldn't see myself wearing it.
And as Martin hears that joke over the radio, he rotates the turret and blows the other tank up. No, he doesn't. But he does it in his mind.
Yeah, fucking assassinates the president before like not even a month of her being in office.
Exactly.
You're speed running the presidency.
I mean, I'm a wartime president. I might even get assassinated during that war. I mean, I don't know anybody's going to be able to get close enough to be able to do that to me, though. So,
Yeah, with now the 2 tanks and
I mean, just the firepower
all
I
the
carry on my person,
javelins.
but also the Secret Service agents, and then also 2 goddamn
Yeah.
tanks.
Yeah, the tanks mainly. Oh boy. But yeah. So you will okay. Uh need everyone who's driving to give me a driving roll.
Can I also get like a flip phone
Um,
that has like dial 1-800-8008 for airstrike? I have close air support on speed dial.
Boob boob? What is that?
Well, no, like 8008 as in boom. Or actually, no, 8003, that would be boom.
Oh, okay.
You could tell where my mine was. I was trying to make the pun that I think it was Blitz who made for the Republic Commando game that you did way back when, but yeah, it'd be 8003.
Boom.
Yeah.
Ah.
Because it makes me think of like a Space Force, like a line of dialogue from it. It's like, a memo. I want boobs on the moon by 2024. We assume this is a typo.
Right, exactly.
Okay. I'll have the PC drivers give me a driving roll,
I'm not driving, so it has to
please.
be Abby in the case of the presidential tank.
Yep.
Was that Abby or was that?
Oh, that was me.
Oh.
I was told to roll because I'm a driver, and I got a 10.
Yep. Okay. May I'll roll Abby's.
Oh, did you do that? Oh,
Okay.
right, you did that from the
And
party thing. I forgot that that's a thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then I'll have Henrik roll.
Can he push?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
There we go. A little bit of a hiccup to start, but yeah, you get on the road and yeah, you were able to get cruising. Okay, so let me check the okay, so the travel speed of the deuce and a half is 5. Say you can only move 5 hexes in a shift, so
The
you're
deuce and
kind
a
of
half is what's
slowed down
towing
by
the tank, right?
yeah.
Alright, so let's see. It's one, and you said you're basically counting these squares as hexes.
Yeah.
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts us to the start of the afternoon shift? Or would it be evening?
You start at noon.
Oh
It'd be
shit, that's
evening,
right. So start of the
so
evening
6
shift.
p.m.
Alright, and then do we have to do another driving roll since we're still following the same route and terrain, or do we just get there?
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, I'll bump it ahead by
Because it would be 1, 2,
hours.
3, so it's like 3/5 of the travel speed, so it would be like, well, maybe not 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. 18.
I was probably like 6:30-ish.
Yeah, I'll say it takes like an hour, just because you're, driving carefully,
Alright.
hauling the 2 tanks and whatnot.
Well, one of the tanks is being
Okay.
driven, but and just to confirm, we are able to make a pit stop somewhere and have the tank down, like the vehicle's not only fully fixed but also personalized.
Yep.
Excellent, excellent.
I need to I need to put down the new fucking convoy of fucking vehicles in the Knoxville map. Okay. So which vehicle is leading the pack?
The presidential one,
Presidential
of course.
Abrams?
Of course.
Okay.
Gotta make a statement, you know.
Gonna need one of those big ass American flags for it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know, there's the American flag on it. I mean, at least one. Well, the whole thing is fucking painted this. I mean, minus like the Trump markings on it, but like, you know, like a very American flag skinned tank. Um, it has the American flag on it, but it also has like the fucking Arizona flag, like the state flag of Arizona. Got to represent, you know.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I'll put you on here like this because you're okay. As you approach Knoxville, you are kind of, you do see that there is a checkpoint going into the city. So, like, when I bring you to the map, you'll be slightly off of it. That'll represent,
okay,
like, I imagine you stopping at the checkpoint. Let me put down the tokens.
just refresh my memory because it's been a hot minute since we played, let alone addressed our objective. Do we have like a lead on a specific place in the city we're supposed to go, or a specific person we're supposed to talk to?
Last time you were told that kind of the New America person in charge of Knoxville is a guy called Dale Elliott. Um, so I believe your plan was to go and like speak with him, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah. Speak with him, but also present him with an offering in the form of his men that were like could easily have been fucking executed, but I'm showing that I'm not fucking President West by returning them unharmed. I mean, a bit shell shocked, yes, but
Yeah.
not in like having been tortured or anything like that.
Yeah, well, quite literally shell shocked from the fucking
Yeah,
tank
well, with
shells.
an AP round fucking zipping through a fucking truck, and also javelin missile up their ass. But
Yep. Here, I'll draw like. There's like the checkpoint, just so we have a point in the sand.
are you still setting up a scene because the East Coast map is still selected?
Yep, I'm just double checking the token placement
Sure.
because I just to make sure they're all look neat. Okay.
How far away are we from the checkpoint? I mean, I know we're off map. I'm just wondering, like, distance-wise, how far away are we?
Yeah. Basically, like, how far away would you want to like pull up from the checkpoint? Like, I'll leave it up to you guys.
I mean, definitely get the fucking other tank unloaded first. Like, far enough away so they don't see us doing it, and then that way we can prepare.
Yep. Yep. Sure. Yeah, you'll have enough time to, pull back, dismount the tank.
Cool. All right. So, I mean, something that, Hilary will obviously, coordinate this with the others is like, so what I'm thinking we do is, not necessarily, roll up guns blazing, but just kind of roll up in force, like full force to, establish our numbers, our firepower, and make a statement. Rather than just like have like one tank and then try to have like the leverage, like, oh, there's more where that came from, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because if one tank is already cause for concern, but seeing two and then a bunch of other vehicles, like the two cars, the truck full of prisoners, and so on. Basically we're moving like we've got an agenda, and I'm hoping that will, kind of coerce them into, being a little more receptive to any requests or demands that get made. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying, if anybody has a better idea or sees any holes in that plan, feel free to speak up. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, the presidential Abrams is still on point. So, once once the other tank is unloaded, I'm just gonna have Abby just drive up to the checkpoint. Obviously, not like turning the turret towards any of the soldiers, but like pull up to the checkpoint. I mean, well, as we're driving up, do they take any? Well, first of all, what do they have for weapons? I'm assuming rifles, but do they have anything else?
Yeah. You see that like like half of them are carrying like M16A1s,
All right, so they got
and the other
reserve
two
gear,
are carrying
like
and
M60s or
then
something.
the others have like
249s. All right.
yeah, like
Okay.
it's not like the big machine guns, but it's like the
That's
you know
just light machine gun.
saw.
Yeah. So yeah. So that they don't have anything that can even so much as fuck up my paint job, but yeah, pull up to the fucking checkpoint. And Hillary will fucking turn out of the fucking hatch, or the smile on her face, and hold on, where's the gif of the Hilary Duff pose? Where is it? Like pretty much, this pose and this little wave, like how you doing, boys, kind of. So, she turns out and smiles and is waiting to see if what they ask or what have you.
Yeah. You see that, as they see the tank approach, they're definitely a little bit more like,
Worried, but
they were kind of, just like, they're definitely at attention now. Before they were kind of,
just playing rock, paper, scissors.
like just lounging around. Basically, like a
Yeah,
lot of them had they had like chairs pulled up in the shade, had like,
see the
hats
gif
pulled over
below.
their eyes, and
Or the,
Susie basically just like, it's hot, just they're trying to like keep out of the sun and stay cool. But yeah, they'll immediately just snap to attention when they see the fucking tank there.
For some reason, this reminds me of A Bridge Too Far. You men stop and have tea.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they snap their attention, but then do they say anything? Or I'm assuming they're not dumb enough to raise their
one of
weapons,
the
considering what's in fucking front of them. But
no,
Yeah.
like
Somebody is.
they basically have their weapons like, they have like the what are they called? Like
like
the
slings,
strap on them. Like literally, they have them like, sling. Couldn't remember
so they have like
exact word,
slung under
but
their arms or over their
like they have
backs or
their
something.
weapons over their backs.
Oh, okay.
Like the guys with the saws, they have them like kind of like, like low ready, like at their like side, but they aren't raising them.
All right.
And one of the guys that has the rifle slung, he'll kind of just look up at you, looks very confused. He'll say, well, identification, ma'am.
And
Who are you exactly?
so and just to emphasize, so she basically, I mean, her old, outfit of, like notably like the like camoed helmet with a like flip up face shield. So basically, it's that like that helmet, but with like a black cover to match her fucking tuxedo, which probably has pit stains by now given the fucking weather. But she says, President Hillary Gorman, fabulous to be meeting you, fabulous indeed. And says that on behalf of our United States of America, we have retrieved some of your wayward, lost comrades in arms and wish to return them to you. Who lead me to your to the individual in charge of this town.
You're the president. Uh, hold on there a minute. I need to, radio back.
Didn't you hear about the trial of Steve West? It was all over the news.
We don't get them news out here, man.
We only got 3 channels on this tube set. News ain't one of them.
We ain't got cable. We ain't got cables. Just the channel 1, 2, and 3.
Man, ain't not even make this kind of TV anymore.
It's basically that. He kind of looks, he has this very like kind of like,
TVs are in
kind of
color
like face. It's Tennessee. It's not like it is country bumpkins, but not like total like, country bumpkins.
It's not the swamps of Louisiana.
Yeah.
Is that a Call of Cthulhu reference? No. Okay.
No, it's
moving
more of
on.
a coworker who keeps talking about all the people he knew from the swamps of Louisiana being
Are you
real country
serious?
bumpkins.
Oh my god. Okay, moving on.
It's not a Deliverance
that's
reference.
awesome.
No, that's Georgia.
Is there anything I can present these guys with that, you know, is like official?
Business
Um,
card.
I believe when you left, you asked for like official documentation
Yeah,
about
yeah,
like
something like
stuff,
that.
correct?
Yeah, I definitely asked for something that would be handy for a situation like this. So yeah, I just present like, you know, proof. I mean, hell, maybe I mean like a fucking newspaper from, you know, Whiskey's trial, which I keep as like if this was Alien, I would have it as my signature item, but alongside the Chuck E. Cheese tokens. But
Nice. Yeah. But yeah, you're able to present that, and he'll kind of look at the documentation. Alrighty. Looks like well, we don't. Yeah, seems like we haven't got any recent papers down in these parts, but you just sit right there, ma'am, and I you know need to radio back and get you clearance to come through town. What is your yeah, he'll ask you again, like, okay, like, why are you coming through like Knoxville? Just so you can get like
well, I mean, she essentially tells him a partial truth that, you know, we are here to, you know, deliver essentially the people that we rounded up, and you know, wish to discuss terms with whoever is the highest authority in this city. She doesn't mention, you know, what she wants to discuss with that person, but she gives them enough, you know, a reason. It's not like, hi, I'm the president, I want to have a talk with this guy. It's like, hey, we brought back prisoners of war and would like to discuss an exchange.
okay, yep, you'll give him that.
And if possible, you know,
He'll
like
step.
for like an inspection of the vehicles, like Hilary will, you know, make it a point. I mean, relay it to the others to, you know, let them see, like, hey, you know, we do have, you know, the guys in there, and you know, they haven't been like beaten up or, you know, starved or anything like that. Like they're in the same health as they were when we first encountered them. I mean, they're obviously like, you know, restrained, so they can't try to, you know, take over the vehicles, but
Yeah, yeah, he'll tell him that. He'll kind of step back. There's like a little like like booth that's been set up. He'll go inside and get on the radio.
has an old fucking
He'll be in
dial-up
there for
phone.
like probably like
That's just how fucking backwater.
well, it's like the little rotary phone.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the one, like where you have to like turn
Yeah.
the turn to the number you want instead of just punching in the number.
Boop, beep, boop, boop, boop,
Mhm.
boop, boop.
Then
Well,
Hillary pulls over her
it
flip phones. The guy's who's like, "What are you from the future?"
I mean, it is 2000, and I think people were still using rotary phones in 2000, so it's not totally out of like.
Is our president an alien? She's an alien, a woman, and a liberal.
Oh dear God! Please fucking shoot me right now.
Yeah, he'll step into the booth, make his call. He'll come out 5 minutes later. He'll say, right, okay, so you have clearance to come through. However, if you want to go talk to the commander, like he'll like point you to like a place where you can like park your vehicles. Uh, you need to park them, and you need to go on foot.
Um. Well, Hillary says, I mean, we're not gonna fucking, you know, drive him into the main lobby of who did you say we were meeting?
Dale Elliott.
All right. Um, So she says, we're not exactly going to just drive him into Mr. Elliot's living room, but we do intend to park our vehicles nearby, and I will have my presidential entourage accompanying me in for the meeting, and they will be armed, but only for my defense rather than any offensive action against Mr. Elliot.
Yeah, well, that's all fine and dandy. Just, you'll see signs for parking. Just, you know, follow the signs and, don't shoot nobody, don't cause no trouble.
Or
We
it's
won't
like, I mean, if we were going, I
have
mean,
any issues here.
if we were going to do that, we would have. So, yeah, we are here in good faith. So, she does like basically like a peace sign with both hands and kind of like springs up and then dives down vertically into the tank and the hatch closes behind her. Almost like she's like like
Nice.
diving into a pool or something. So yeah, so then we
Yep.
vehicles get moving and so on. Where are we going?
Okay. So you'll be told to park.
That's a fucking helicopter. Okay, interesting.
Yep. Well, you'd see this. I'll just make them all visible. Like as you go up to park, you do see that like part of like
Holy shit. Vietnam War Hueys, these guys really are backwater. I mean, a couple
Yep.
Blackhawks, but I mean, probably cost like half the town's like lifetime budget just to get them. So.
Hey, this is Tennessee. They ain't flying nothing with black in it.
Yeah. You do see like you're told to park like over in like this hex. Like it
Okay.
is open. Like just ignore like the like the destroyed buildings and such.
All right. I'll just move my token over there, I guess.
Yeah. As you go across town, you see that you see a lot of New America troops. Lots of people like in uniform, and as you're parking, you do see that like there are like some New America like recruits doing like PT exercises and like the fields, the yards, like you hear like in the very loudly because it's quite quiet in town currently. You hear a drill instructor yelling at the new recruits to whip them into shape.
I was wondering when Horgus would appear.
Yeah.
Somewhere on this
You do
map,
see
guys, there's
that,
gonna be
yeah.
a gigantic stash of guns.
Well, probably at the armory.
Probably, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, you do see, yeah, there are recruits who are doing PT exercises, and as you're, parking up, securing the vehicles, you also notice that, like, there are also, like, pilots that are doing, like, exercises. You see some of the couple of the Hueys will, lift off and start, like, going over as, like, a kind of like aerial patrol. Then you get the very iconic um is it I know
Fortunate
the
son.
Chinook has the very like yeah. No one's playing it, but it, it's a Huey, it's kind of Fortunate Son kind of gets tied to kind of Huey
Unfortunately, yeah.
aircraft, even though ironically the song is the exact opposite, but
Yeah, and Hilary sees all this like that's
media
good.
literacy is dead.
Hillary's like, I don't know if my dad would enjoy this or hate it. He flew one of those in
We
Nam.
gotta play Flight of the Valkyries if we're getting on the Huey.
Yeah, I mean, my dad taught me a few things. He was a Huey pilot in Vietnam, and that's Hillary for reference, not me.
Mhm.
Because her grandfather served as a machine gunner in the European theater of World War II, and her grandfather was a Vietnam helicopter pilot in the second half of the war.
Her dad, rather.
Yeah,
Her
her dad.
granddad.
Yeah, sorry, I was saying her
But,
granddad was in Europe in World War II, and her
yeah.
father was in. That's what I meant to say. So, um,
But,
I mean, I'm obviously going in to talk to Elliot. Do you
surprise
guys want to?
revelation.
What, the rednecks have airborne forces now? All right.
They can fly now?
I mean,
Yeah, they fly.
like, you will notice that a lot of their gear is like old army, like surplus, so it's not like the best. And all the fucking Hueys and Blackhawks
I
are,
mean, these guys are minus the
the Blackhawks are
M249s.
slightly
Sorry.
newer, but
Yeah, I mean, it's basically like
yeah.
we're back in fucking Vietnam. Instead of rice paddies, it's fucking cornfields. The Hillary's like, it's like, yeah. Oh, Dad, if only
Same
you were here to
difference,
see this. And she says that a lot. She says a
basically.
lot. But so yeah, I mean, I'm obviously going to be going in to talk to Mr. Elliott. Do you guys want to tag along with me, or do you want to guard the tanks?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you guys want to stay in the tank, or do you want to come in with me to talk to the guy?
No,
wanna
I'll
see the-
stay. I'm staying in the tank, dude.
Yeah, you want to stay in like a safe environment with all the fucking rednecks around. I get it. Believe me, I get it. So
I'll follow in, so at least you get another extra player that has
cool.
a gun.
Yeah. So yeah, Hillary's going to go, and obviously the 4 Secret Service agents are going in. And then
Yep.
So that would be 6, and then our crew size overall is 12. So I guess just half come with Travis and I, and then the other half, like basically the 4 named NPCs, stay behind with Shrap Holio and Tankhead, or Tank Holio and Shraphead rather. And then
Yep.
Travis, Hillary, and then the Secret Service people, and then also obviously they're bringing the Secret Service guys are escorting in the prisoners of war.
Yep. Cool. Yep. Well, don't drag the tank. There we go.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
promise
so
not to
you'll
drive the tank into his
head
squadron room,
into.
so
Yep. So you're headed over into this hex.
over there, okay.
The one with the 2. I think those are supposed to be like tennis courts.
No, they look more like
Remember?
fucking football fields.
If I look at them correctly. Yeah.
I mean, it's the
Yeah, they're
fucking
football fields.
South. You'd be insane to think it's nothing but football.
Yeah, it's a sports ball field. There we go. I'm not sure which.
Basketball.
But yeah, yeah. But yeah, you head over, and yeah, you're escorted inside. You're definitely getting a lot of like kind of weird looks as you're walking in, Hillary, and well, even you, Travis, because you both kind of stick out like a sore thumb wearing actual U.S. Army fatigues versus
Well, I'm not wearing U.S.
you
Army
know
fatigues anymore,
Army
but
surplus like shit. Yeah. But yeah, like and you're black suit, sorry.
well, it's I mean, it kind of it's a tuxedo mixed with a fucking black camo just a flat black helmet with a face shield. So definitely very
Mhm.
unorthodox appearance, but Hillary is a wartime president, so.
Yeah. You're both getting some, kind of, weird kind of sideways glances. Travis, make me a recon roll as you're like, going with Hillary into like. Okay.
Am I able to do it too?
All right, what do my elf eyes see?
Yeah, I'll let you make this roll as well, Hillary.
Okay, does Scout apply?
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, you both spot this. Hillary, you kind of see this before, like Travis picks up on it. As you're, walking into this like administrative, like, governor's kind of mansion, um, Travis, you kind of pick up that a lot of people are like, because you carry like a medic's bag with you, don't you? And you have like the patches on your fatigues
Yeah,
with being a medic.
It's also kind of got like little patches, like a student's college storm backpack. So it's got all sorts of band stickers too.
Nice. But yeah, you notice that a lot of like, like the New America soldiers that are here, Travis, they're keeping an eye on you. Almost
Well,
like, oh hey,
yeah.
that guy. Well, keeping an eye on Travis, but more like because they figured out that, oh hey, this is like a medic guy. So, this could be like an important dude to get on our side. So, they not exactly going to jump you right now, but you're definitely, you've drawn the attention of some people who, may try and like ambush you
Not a
if you
smart
ever get
idea.
separated from the group.
Yeah, well, stay together. Power of friendship.
Hmm.
Um,
But yeah, you'll be escorted into to be Dale Elliott. Okay, you'll be shown into his office. He's kind of sitting there, like wouldn't be he wouldn't be typing on a computer. He'd basically be typing up like documents on like a typewriter. Very old fashioned.
yeah,
I
like the rest
I
of this
say
fucking podunk town.
yeah, I say that, but one of the first jobs I had in like 2011, 2012, using a typewriter to like make labels for patient records. Funnily enough, but that was also like a really old
I
family practice.
Yeah, I had to use a typewriter, and having to do a correction on it is such a pain in the
Yeah.
neck back in 2009.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I've used a typewriter before.
But yeah, he'll look up from his like massive pile of paperwork. He'll say, right. Uh, yeah, you were the people I were told. You're the group I was told about on the phone.
And Hillary's, does like
So,
finger guns like yepperoni.
mhm. So you're the president. Yeah, he says that he sounds very like skeptical, like as you're, like, oh, you're the president, kind of like
Yeah.
that kind of like tone.
Yeah, she says like, well, if the fancy tux and the Secret Service agents and this doesn't prove it, and she says she whips out the official documentation like whenever that commemorated her victory over whiskey per the or like West per the contracts or like what like whatever stipulations that like because I mean obviously he established a like to the only way to assume the new president is to usurp the old one, and it's like, well, then there was somebody who was a witness to it and made it like official, I would think, right?
Yeah,
So so she
yeah, he'll
presents that
take
to him.
like he'll take it, kind of examine it. Like, he'll put on a pair of, like, very, like, reading glasses as he's, looking at it. Finally, he'll look back up. He'll say, okay, this looks to be in order. Um, so, you captured some of my men, is that correct?
Hilary just does like the Batman Returns thing of like looking at him, and then look like slowly turning to look at the fucking the guys that we brought into the office. Um, like has like she kind of like almost sort of like mental synchronization with the Secret Service agents, where like she turns her head to look in their direction, and they like part ways. Like two of them go off to this side, two of them go off to that side, and then reveal there are 6 guys. With their like wrists like cable tied.
Yeah.
You don't have to actually move them, but just kind of describe what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Hilary says, yeah, we had a bit of a hostile encounter with them, but it was ended with minimal loss to human life, and as a show of good faith, um, I have, brought them back to you, um, for you to do with as you see fit. I would certainly hope you would treat them with the same humanity that we did and that I am treating with you. Um, but regardless of that, all I would ask for in exchange is just one itty bitty little favor.
What sort of favor?
Um, she says that so just before I open my mouth in character, out of character, so is what is the significance of Knoxville? Is that where the people we're looking for are being held, or that's where the videotape came from, right?
Yeah, it's one of the last places the tape moved through before it made its way to the White House.
So, like, Hilary says that my administration received a videotape that had been mailed from this location regarding the whereabouts of the remaining members of the U.S. government who are currently unaccounted for. That tape, um, you know, it essentially says that I'm merely looking for the remaining members of my administration in an effort to attempt to make the states of America united, not divided.
I see. And how exactly do you intend to reunite? All the states that have already seceded.
She says, well, I'm guessing they seceded courtesy of the horrendous choices that President West made in his time in office, and um, considering that, I managed to, defeat him in, fair combat, give him a fair trial, and am approaching the situation diplomatically rather than with, tanks, rolling in, guns blazing. I think that alone would suggest, my credibility in wanting to resolve this peacefully. I mean, I'm sure your leadership, I have not gotten a name for, the one running the show in New America. I'm sure that person, whoever he or she might be, um, would have a list of conditions, and I'm willing to hear those out, and we could potentially reach a compromise.
Well,
At the
now
very,
that's mighty. Yeah, he'll say,
sorry,
"Well,
sure, no, go ahead.
that's a mighty diplomatic sounding of you." And yeah, continue, please.
Yeah, she was just going to add the fact that like, you know, um, all she wants to do is, you know, she definitely, she makes it clear from her choice of words and her tone that she's not going to like get down on her knees and submit to the will of whoever's calling the shots. I mean, because she's a firm believer in democracy and wants to actually do this the correct way. But she says, like if there's something that can be understood about New America's motivations, then we can potentially try to reach a compromise on that, rather than just a list of demands on either side. So that's all I was going to say. Just a little bit of clarification in case that informs your response.
Yeah. I'll say Dale, he'll kind of, like, lean back in his chair, kind of put his feet up on his desk, and he'll say, so you're interested in hearing, the truth of New America and, how our leader's going to lead us into prosperity. Is that right?
From a certain point of view. I mean, more importantly, what I would like to know is, if I may, because I've been, off in Europe fighting in a war for the past 4 years, or at least in the military for the past 4 years, stationed in first Italy, then Poland. What exactly did President West do that caused so much distrust and resulted in states of the U.S. seceding and forming their own coalition? What was it that he did that pissed you people off? Well, no, she doesn't say you people, but what pissed you off so much to where you cut ties with the U.S. government?
Well, now, you see, well, I think you've heard the leader of New America being referred to as the father before, right? From, like, the previous session, I think you were told that's what he's referred to
think
as.
so. I mean, it's giving me some fucking Far Cry 5 vibes, but
Yeah, like, the way I'm doing New America is very Far Cry 5
okay, so you do
inspired.
know the reference I'm making, the connection I'm making. All right, good.
Yeah, like, kind of culty, that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, Southerners, religious. Well, I mean, those guys were in Montana, but for me, the difference is negligible. So, in terms of the way they acted.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you see, it's been a long time coming that the father has decided. Well, it has been a long time coming that change needs to occur in the United States. The father realized this when West, made good on his claims that, our men men and women, they're to fight in a war that, really wasn't any of our business. His decision really made a lot of people mad. That's why a lot of the states in the South seceded. Um, and, people are angry, they don't trust the government. And that's where the father stepped in, and, well, he's the leader, and he has a vision for the United States to bring it back into a better era. So,
Oh wait, Father Southerners. Is the final boss going to be John Reynolds? Father of the Reynolds clan?
no.
Oh dear God.
It that God, no. The Reynolds clan, I don't think that,
Well, no, I
you
mean,
know,
no, it would be a
as f-
perfect like setup and payoff because it's like Hillary's been so fucking nice and helpful to the Reynolds brothers. So, like, she confronts John. I mean, I'm serious about this. If you want to have it, like, if you depending on what you have planned, is like, we encounter John Reynolds and then, you know, he's all skeptical and then like, Jesus loving John Luke and everybody shows like, no, Pa, it's all right. She's one of the good ones. She helped us. She was helping us find Mike. And she also helped me when I was spreading the love of Jesus to some guy's wife, but that's neither here nor there.
She's one of the good ones.
Just keep that in mind. That would be not only really funny, but also really, fitting.
Yeah. Well, funnily enough, like I had planned for you guys to like, the final confrontation is gonna be kind of like Texas or like on the border between, the new Texas Republic and fucking the U.S. So I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, the head of government is literally just a fucking trailer park that's instead of the White House, it's the white trailer.
But yeah, yeah, like you're picking up that is like the more Dale speaks, he kind of is, very,
Fanatical.
he's a firm believer in what New America has. He's fallen for it like hook, line,
So,
you know, the old ways are like horrible. It's time for a new leader to take up the mantle,
well,
president, and
so Hillary, in that case, then she's going to, pounce on that, picking up the intent of what he's saying, and she says like, well, it seems to me that a lot of what you are, wishing for, has already happened, with my involvement at that. Because, for example, you say that you and the rest of New America are resentful about President West's, decision to, send, over 100,000 good souls off to fight in a pointless war. Um, I returned from Europe with many of those survivors, and my group and I personally helped, um, the U.S. Like I think was it the U.S. Navy that was conducting the overall, like organizing the overall operation to make preparations, like like getting fuel and rounding up survivors, spreading the word, and all that other shit.
yeah, it
I don't
is
know
led
who.
by the U.S. Navy. But
Yeah,
there are also other naval forces. I forget what the dude's name is. It's in the
yeah.
it's
Well,
in one of the
well,
handouts.
Hillary. I
The
mean,
head
yeah,
of the
Hillary will cite
Navy.
that name and say that I was my group and I, my friend here. She says kind of like like fist bumping the shoulder of Travis. We personally helped assist the U.S. Navy, and then name drop the officer in terms of rounding up as many American soldiers, proud patriots as we could to get them all home. Um, as I mentioned to your men out front, and she shows evidence of it. I personally confronted President West and made him stand trial for his crimes and gave him what I feel is a fair punishment in the eyes of the American people that he wronged. So would that not? I mean, I understand your loyalties to the father, but don't I seem like a possible, you know, good alternative, considering that I'm doing everything that you wish that West would have done?
He'll go very quiet for a moment as
Oh
he
shucks, you
looks at
made a
you,
good point.
Hillary. Then he'll say, "Well, yes, but um." He will then say, kind of like he'll, like stand up, kind of, like kind of like looming over you.
No, he's
He'll
not looming
say,
over me. I'm fucking 6 foot.
he,
Sit down, little boy.
"Oh,
Fucking Pipsqueak
yeah,
just, stands up and he's staring, and Hillary's like, my eyes are up here.
yeah,
Motherfucker has to crane his neck
yeah."
to
I'll
look up
say
at me.
that. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, like he'll stand up, and this guy is like a good like 5'10". Like he tries to appear taller,
Yeah,
but
he's
he's
still short.
not. So he's just kind of like, yeah, just kind of looks up at you, and he'll say,
Get
"Those
on
are
up,
some
up to
mighty,
his toes.
nice words." Yeah, kind of like, look up at you, kind of puff out his chest, try to look more like, like tough, and he'll
Trying to squeeze
say,
an inch on me somewhere?
there's. And suddenly it's a dick measuring contest. Okay.
Which I automatically
I love
lose.
it. Yeah. But yeah, he'll kind of like, yeah, I'll move the token. So you're kind of standing like kind of toe to toe. He'll say, well, you make some mighty fine points there, ma'am. But
The very
you
point,
see
the very
here,
point that he's looking at right now, because it's a little bit cold. Oh no, wait, it was warm.
Where he's looking, I mean, she's perky, just not just in her usual mood.
Because it's, the shirt is really tight and all that. So anyway, those are the 2 points that she's making, and boy, they're very convincing.
I know we lost Rob.
No, there it is.
There we go.
Welcome
back.
back, sir. Welcome
Yep.
back, sir.
Welcome back, soldier.
Oh my God.
Welcome back to a very weird and awkward encounter
Negotiations.
suddenly.
I mean, to be honest, it's just like, okay, you're doing everything we want, but you're a girl.
Well,
Yeah, that's
That's,
or
that has
basically
to
maybe
be like the response. It's just like, we
Mhm.
can't stand a woman pastor. We can't stand a woman president too.
Yeah, like you're making some mighty fine points there, ma'am. But unless you, you know, want to take your spot by the side of the father, I'm afraid you won't get many people who are going to listen to you down
why is
here in New
that? She
America.
says that she does kind of like almost like a, innocently seductive pose, her hands, behind her back, kind of swaying side to side, almost kind of mockingly.
Like literally making the guy's point.
Well, I mean, well, no, she's, yeah, just honestly kind
Yeah.
of, targeting his sexism.
Yeah. Well, hmm
Mhm.
I'll say, well, you see, here in New America, we're going back to, the old way.
Oh,
You
dear
know,
God.
man,
How old? Hillary says as she's looking around to see if there are any African American people in the room.
not that old. It's not that bad. Like, from what I understand in New America, like in the old editions, it is that bad, but I'm drawing the line somewhere. You know, the post-apocalyptica, you know, I draw the line at that. Yo,
So,
Are we gonna have a Nazi drinking a milkshake scene like in the second Wolfenstein?
mein Leben!
Mein Leben!
Oh wait. Oh wait, that's the first Wolfenstein. Sorry.
Oh God.
there,
And
but yeah,
Hillary
like,
is just gonna.
yeah, basically,
Sorry.
what help? Sorry, go
No,
ahead.
you go first,
I'll-
please.
yeah. So basically, kind of like to sum it up, because I'm I'm disgusting myself with what I'm saying with this, you know, misogynistic fuckhead that I wrote. um, yeah, basically, what he'll tell you is that, no one in New America is really going to follow the word of a female president. And, if you want to give some advice, basically, stand by the father. Basically, join his weird harem that he's put together, is what he's implying. But, you know, kind of the scene, don't be heard type, like, bullshit of, you know, conservatism. And
Yeah.
I literally wrote in my notes for like description of these guys. Uh based very America first, very xenophobic,
Yeah.
racist, kind of Christian nationalist view.
Ew.
I I'm not my hatred for that kind of shit is kind of peering through, but I think everyone with half a brain can agree that this is,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
bad.
yeah. I mean, Hillary is going to make it very clear that she says that um, you know, I mean, if you're an old, you're an old-fashioned dude, and I mean, Shirley must, care enough that, not only that have I brought, your folks' lives back, as a show of good faith, but, surely you're not willing to give me a lead to, I mean, you know, even if, the United States remains divided, all I want to do is just save people who are in distress. Is that really too much to ask? If you really want to stay New
It is.
America, that can be negotiated. I
It is
just
if
want to.
you're a woman.
But mhm. Well, yeah, I reckon you really want to see the father. Yeah, I reckon I could send a you know call down, see where he's staying for now, and set up a meeting. If that's what you really want, ma'am.
I do, she says with a very, firm tone, like, not like kind of like a yes please kind of cheerful demeanor, but she says like, no, that's what I'm here for.
Mm-hmm. Well, all right then. Uh, how many people are you traveling with there, Miss Gorham?
Uh, my presidential entourage it consists of my best bud Travis here, my four lovely Secret Service agents, and six other super awesome people.
Okay, about a dozen or so.
Well,
Yeah,
more
we can
exactly a dozen.
yeah. Well, we can give you lodging for the night. Since it's getting mighty late, we'll feed you and give you something, you know, give you a place to rest, feed you and water you. But yeah, I'll see what I can do in the night and in the morning. How does that sound?
Um, well, hold on. So you said you're scheduling a meeting. Is the father going to be coming here, or are we going to be meeting him at a mutual, like a neutral meeting point? Like instead of like him coming to me or me coming to him, that we meet at like some point in the middle.
Um, I reckon you'll have to go down and meet him. He
Okay.
don't he won't exactly pick up and travel just for a meeting.
Okay. Um, where is he?
That is some confidential information for now,
Well,
if you don't mind
well,
me
I kind of do
playing it
mind, because how the hell am I
close to the
supposed to meet up
vest.
with somebody if I don't even know where he is?
You'll know by tomorrow morning. Trust me.
Um, am I
you know,
able to
I
pick up from his?
basically he's saying that like you do kind of pick up that he's being kind of very like, vague about, where to find the father. But basically what he's like, alluding to is that he needs to call like, the father, his entourage to see like where exactly like to meet, and then he'll pass it along to you once he's spoken like to the father.
Okay.
Like he doesn't have an exact location of where
All right.
like
Well, the main thing I'm
he
trying to
is
suss out
currently.
is it like with his, unexpectedly hospitable offer, is that genuine, or does he have some sort of agenda in terms of his tone? Because especially if I also, I mean, because when you had Travis roll to see, as a possible threat, I got like twice as many successes as him, so I figure I would have at least seen it, but
Yeah, like you also picked up that people were, they were, gonna try and waylay your doctor and, and take him. Like you're definitely getting the feeling that you know Dale is, trying to plan something like for the night. So, you may want to may want to decline anything they like give you like food or drink.
Yeah, Hilary. Yeah, because that's what I was kind of thinking. Because Hilary says that that is a very flattering offer, Mr. Elliot. Though given the the state of things being what they are now, and the fact that my entourage has prepared sufficient amenities, I will respectively decline. I do appreciate the offer, but I don't want to take more from you and your people than. And she says your people, as in like the people under your watch. Um, so
Yeah.
and we have the means to set up our own lodging. Would it be a compromise to possibly depart and then meet up back here at a scheduled time once you have word from the father?
Yeah, that's a fine compromise.
All right.
Just don't be heading off too far. The woods and the mountains can be inhospitable to those who ain't used to being around them. He'll kind of give you like a great big like, yeah, he's laying on like the southern, like very thick like southern drawl, like southern gentleman type like voice now.
Like that creepy fucking
Like,
Imperial officer in season 2 of The Mandalorian.
mhm.
I thought it was just
He's
gonna be like
basically
Bobby
telling
when he
you, like
learns Cajun.
I wouldn't disrespect King of the Hill like that and like equate any of these peons to that show.
Yeah, I mean, well, Hilary is going to say that I would I think you'll find that I'm more than sufficiently capable of taking care of myself, to say nothing of the entourage at my disposal.
Has Martin heard any of this?
You've
No.
been out with the tank, like
Yeah.
guarding it, so you haven't heard any of this.
You'll definitely get a full debrief on what's going on.
Yeah. Actually, Marty, make me a recon roll as you've been like outside and keeping an eye on like the party vehicles, and I imagine you've been like observing, keeping an eye out for anything suspicious.
Yep. Okay. For spotting,
And
I've got
scout will
+1. What's
apply.
scout?
Yep, that will apply.
Very nice.
This is good.
2 successes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you pick up a lot with the 2 successes.
Okay.
Okay. So, kind of, jump cut from like, the meeting inside, kind of like, happening at the same time outside. Martin, or keeping watch, with the tanks and the other crew. And you notice that, as it's been getting later, there are a couple like buses that are going through Knoxville that have like some New America troops on them. And like one of the buses will actually pass by like where vehicles are parked. And like every eye is like, I'll say the bus is like right here. Because as it like passes, like every like eye is on, the vehicle and you. Kind of you kind of like stick out. And you've definitely drawn attention to yourself. Or like, the entire party has the fucking, 2 tanks and
Yeah, especially the
the
fucking
fucking
pimped out
entourage.
presidential.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So okay. Is there any way that I can use comms with everyone?
Yeah, I mean, we have like radios.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
into
you
the
all have
radio,
radios to
I
keep
speak
contact.
I basically speak a coded sentence that says, people have noticed us, and we've been noticed by, we've been noticed.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Hillary's not going to, say anything because she hears it, but she's not going to say anything that would, catch the interest of Elliot. But she kind of
Yep.
just sort of like places a hand on her ear and like kind of way like she's sort of like like kind of cracking her neck or something, and just kind of taps the radio just a bit to let you know she's acknowledged it.
Right.
So.
Mhm.
But yeah, as for what is Elliot's like official title? Is he like mayor or something, or?
Yeah, yeah, I'll say that, like, he's taken, like, there is still like an official governor of Tennessee, but for all intents and purposes, he's like the mayor of Knoxville,
Okay,
like the
but he's not the
stand-in for,
governor of the
like,
state.
no,
Okay, so
like he's pretty high up there, like he's in control of Knoxville, but he does answer to someone above him for the
Alright.
state.
Well, Hilary says that well, I definitely thank you for your hospitality and cooperation, Mayor Elliott. How about we meet up here again at noon tomorrow to follow up on the discussion of meeting up with the father.
Yeah. Noon will work. Just like I said, be careful. Wouldn't want anything to happen to you, ma'am, in the night where we couldn't you know, have this meeting.
So, all right. Well, Hilary just says,
Could it be any more threatening? Jesus Christ.
I mean, Hilary knows that he's kind of being sinister, but she's not phased in the slightest. I mean, the amount of shit that she's been through just in the past fucking few months, um, you know, it would take a lot to even unnerve her. That, and she just doesn't really have much of a concept of danger in general, so. So, all right, well,
All
she
right.
gives like a little nod and salute to the guy, and um actually makes a personal show of using like a knife to remove the cable ties of the prisoners, and gives one of them a pat, says you're all free to go, and she snaps her fingers to her companions and says, well, let's get a move on, gents.
Martin disappears into the turret of the tank and closes it.
I appreciate the sound effects.
That was like a Bill Cosby grade sound effect in terms of some of his older routines. I hate to name drop the motherfucker, but
I want to tell you a story.
Oh boy. Okay. Um all right. So how far out of town are you going to go?
far enough to where I'll definitely want to make a point of making sure that these fucking like feral rednecks don't like tail us and track us down.
Feral
I
rednecks.
don't care if we're going like around the block or like 10 miles away, as long as we're not being fucking tracked.
Yep. Okay. So, as you're driving out of town, um, someone basically make me a recon roll to basically like kind of move like stealthily, like you know, like
Um
basically like a recon roll to like maneuver and like maneuver
I
stealthily
have
to throw them
BA.
off your scent.
If anybody has higher than that.
Yep. I'll actually require like a recon roll and a survival.
Well,
Just
okay. My recon and survival are
kinda-
the exact same thing, so.
yeah. Yep.
I mean, I'm just
I have a
asking.
like-
BA and recon, so do you want me to roll the recon?
How
And
much?
can
How
roll
much
the
do you have?
survival? BA.
Okay, I have BA as well. So yeah, if you want to roll the recon, then I can do survival. All right, and then I will roll survival. The fuck? I hit roll. Survival. Try that again. Yeah, I'm still not rolling, so I gotta fucking refresh the page, I think. Ah, all right. Hold on, wait. So apparently signed me out. I just gotta log. Thankfully, it didn't do the shit where like it considers me still logged in.
Yeah, at least it didn't do that.
Yeah. Okay, so did it. Okay, did not roll that, so I gotta re-roll my survival. Alright, 2 successes on both rolls.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll pull. I'm assuming you want to move into like maybe like a forested area with like some cover,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. No. I'll open up one of the battle maps just so we're on like a separate thing. Um, okay, this one will work for now. I'll pull the party to a better one before the next time we play to like better represent like the situation. But for now, this one will. Okay.
Have you moved over to the
Okay.
map? Oh, now it's loading, alright.
Yep. And I'll make this like show a navigation for you guys to be able to move through it. Then I'll make this one, make the Knoxville map visible to you as well, so you can swap between it. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, you've pulled into forested area, and yeah. So because you're moving kind of like stealthily, covering your tracks, I will say that will bring us up to. No, it'll be later than that. Oh,
So we're in the
shit.
night shift now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So it's still the second, and I'll say it's like 10 p.m.
What is the context of the survival roll? Is that I mean, I'm assuming the recon is hiding our tracks. Is that to set up the camp, or?
It's hiding.
Well, recon is usually for hiding. I'm just wondering what the deal with survival is.
Yeah. Survival, I had you roll that basically to like plot a course through like the wilderness.
For more
To like get to
for
like
navigation. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you found a safe place. I'm assuming you want to set up camp for the night then here.
Yeah. I am not
Okay.
gonna be the one setting up camp because I need to fucking sleep.
Yep.
Who do we have that could? Okay, Henrik is BD. Oliver is just B. Hendrix is AD. And then, oops, don't want to fucking move that. Abby doesn't have survival. Don't we oh, wait. Don't we have, like, tents or something that increases our, like, gives a bonus to,
Oh yeah, you believe you have a large tent with you.
let's see, tent.
Oh, you have 3 small tents, but yeah, they do the same thing.
Does the bonus stack?
It'll just be a +1 to whoever like does it.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just curious. Do we have anything else that fucking? Nope. All right. Well, then I guess have Hendrix do it because she has intelligence AD, and then with that +1, that's AC. And basically, my idea is like she can, sleep during the morning.
Yep. So
The problem is if I
+1
set up
from
the
the
camp
tent.
now, I don't think I can sleep during this shift. Oh, fuck yeah.
All right, yeah, no problem. And then, yeah, I'll have one of you roll to like hide the camp as well with your recon.
Oliver has BC. I mean, for my fellow PCs, I mean, if one of you guys wants to do it, you can, but the problem is, like, the meeting is going to be in the morning, and in case any bullshit happens, then you wouldn't want to be sleep deprived. Oh, nice.
There we go.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, where exactly do you want to put your like camp? Just like ping on the map and I'll pull your tokens, yeah.
Can we set it up high to where we have, like, high ground advantage to see anybody on the road? See if anybody's approaching us?
Yeah,
Like, maybe, like, hide the vehicles in the foliage
I'll
and
pull
then...
the. Yep.
Then try it. I've got the high ground.
Yeah. You underestimate my power! Or
I love it.
alternatively in the sound, like, you underestimate my guns!
All right, yeah, you
You underestimate my
camp up high,
45 gauge AK-15!
and you will like hide the vehicles in the tree line. So I'll put them like there.
Or whatever the others are saying these days, but anyway. So, well, yeah, because, like, I wanted to have the vehicles, like, if possible, like, up here, so they're out of sight of the road. Possibly even hide them, like, maybe, like, camo nets in the trees here.
Okay, yeah, sure. Okay. So I am gonna roll. I'll basically because you like, shocker, you are being tailed. I think you like, figured that out.
Would they have to do 2 rolls, based on both the rolls we did to evade them and then also for Marty hiding the camp?
Yep.
Okay.
They'll also have to make a survival roll and a recon roll.
Oh, perfect. And they're probably and they're from the south, so I'm assuming intelligence D, but
Okay. But yeah. I will so I will roll like, to see if they can find you, like how fast it takes them to find you, that sort of thing. Um and then I will end the session a bit early.
okay.
Because I yeah, just okay.
Father's Day, and you still need to buy a present.
Well, yeah, I should get some grandpa, but yeah, not for my own dad.
How ironic is
Screw
it that,
him.
we're a day off from fucking Father's Day and we're dealing with a villain called the Father?
Yeah. Yeah.
The irony is palpable.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ironic.
So I'll make their survival roll first. Got 2 successes. Yeah, so. Okay. And then the recon roll. I'll go off of Marty's. So they have to beat 3 successes.
Do they also do the survival roll to not get fucking lost?
Yep. I roll for their survival, and then I will. Yep, so give them. Yep, I'll be that overall. Okay. Okay, I have the rolls, and kind of a spoiler for next time we play. I'll pause here. You will get the jump on them because Morty got 3 successes. They only got 2. It was very, very close, but
As long as
basically
they
you'll hear them like moving up to try and ambush you in the night. Well, that's what we'll like open with the encounter on
So
next time we
I'm
play.
just gonna say this in advance. I'll probably put it in text as a reminder, but like something I realize is a perfect opportunity here. I'll just run this possible strategy by you guys if you agree or not. Is like, kill some of them. Mainly to teach this guy a lesson for trying to backstab us, but try to take some survivors both so we can interrogate them and also so Hilary can fucking walk in with them and say these were the lucky ones. What do you think?
I love it. Nice and cold.
Cold is good.
Well, I mean, she's not trying to be menacing about it. She's just trying to make a point.
You don't need to defend yourself. I get it. I mean,
it isn't
she
like
doesn't need to defend herself.
Mulan, where they're just like, how many messengers do they need to bring a message?
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I mean, the reason I was thinking about killing some of them, proving that we are more than capable of defending ourselves, and also bringing some of them back as proof that, like, hey, your little plan failed. Not only because we're still alive, but because we brought the fucking conspirators back.
Yeah. I'm with it.
Perfect. And then that way you can fucking kill stuff with the tank.
Exactly. Exactly.
As long as there are like a few survivors, out of character, I don't really care how many people you kill, but just as long as there's enough to bring back to Elliot and make him piss his pants. But
yeah. Okay.
Good thing he was already wearing brown pants.
To basically to avoid knowing the inevitable betrayal. Martin just sleeps in his gunner seat.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to do.
Wouldn't that be typical?
Yeah, no, that tracks. So as for XP?
Yep, let's do XP. Okay, so everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. Did you participate in the game session? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, all of you did. Did you follow your moral code during the session?
Yep. As always.
Okay. Do you risk or sacrifice something or did you work toward realizing your big dream, or making
Yeah.
your big dream
Yeah, making the world great again.
a reality?
I'm trying, but this guy's not making it easy.
Yep. Okay. Did you make a significant discovery or revelation?
Yeah, the South doesn't like us.
And I don't like the South, but that's kind of a known fact. So
But yeah, I'll give that to everyone.
Alright.
You made several discoveries. Okay. Did you perform an extraordinary action of some?
I didn't.
I don't think so.
Yep. Um. Looking back through the roles. Yeah, because
Because in at first I was not driving during during travel. In every single other like travel shift I've driven. This is the very first one that I haven't.
okay. Did you perform a successful action? I believe all of you did, so I'll give that up to all of you. Did you travel through at least one hex in the travel map?
Oh, hold on,
Yes.
wait. I thought you said you mix up successful action, extraordinary. In terms of extraordinary action, I mean that I feel like maybe I did in terms of at least somewhat charming a snake. But
Yeah,
that's up
I'll
to
give
you.
it to you.
All right, cool. And then as for successful action related to area expertise, no, I didn't. But
Oh, did you? Or didn't you? I thought you did.
I didn't do any kind of roles related to my area expertise. I did the extraordinary action. That's what I was asking about just a second ago. But like, I mean, I'm basically driver slash social character slash demolitionist, and I didn't do any kind of successful roles for any of that.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll give it to you for extraordinary action, Cody.
Okay.
But not for successful action.
Yeah, I don't think anybody
Like
really
area of
did anything
expertise.
personally, but like I don't
Yeah.
recall any.
Okay.
There wasn't much rolling other than like recon and survival.
Yeah.
And driving.
Okay. Then did you travel through at least one hex on the travel map you had not
Yep.
visited? Yes. Several. um so yes for everyone for traveling. Um did you overcome one or more dangerous events using violent or non-violent means? Um I will say no for now, but you'll definitely get it next session.
Alright.
So since you're, gonna jump into you know, like these idiots trying to waylay you. And failing. Okay. And then did you risk your life for the PC as your buddy? It didn't come up this session. Did you make significant progress towards or complete your group's current objective? Yes, you made it to Knoxville, which I believe is your objective, and you're, making like progress toward meeting like the father.
Alright.
And then so yes, towards significant progress for everyone. And then no one took a life-threatening critical injury. All right. Um, I would say we probably have I would say like 3 sessions left, like after today.
Alright.
So yeah, it's gonna be
Bitchin'.
sad not running this campaign anymore. But again, I don't want it to like drag on for too long and people to lose interest. But
No, I
it's
would
gonna be
never lose
fun.
interest, but I definitely want the there to be a proper conclusion after how far we've come.
Yeah. And besides, all the characters deserve it after all the shit you've gone through. But yeah, it'll be great, and I'll definitely take what you said to heart, Cody, about the secret father being fucking
Well, yeah, because I
clan.
mean, think about it. He's the father of the Reynolds brothers. He's from Texas, and Hilary has helped out his sons multiple times, including saving Jesus-loving John Luke from a cultist after he tried hitting on his wife. And like I feel like there were a couple other situations where we, more specifically me, bailed them out, or at least helped them with some sort of situation they were in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and and they did make it back to the U.S. So it's like it could be a case by like we're like maybe maybe they came back home.
Is this gonna be like it's going to be a mighty final stand against the head of the Reynolds clan until Mikey, who's been missing, appears and it's all peaceful?
That could be a possibility. Honestly, I could send you Art of Mike, and I'll send you. What I'll do is I'll send you John Reynolds' token that I used in Terra Nova, so you can decide if you like that way it can still be a surprise rather than like if you ask me for his art, then it would be obvious that you were planning it. Whereas like I'll send it to you so you
Yeah.
can choose to use it or not.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
I'm sitting here shaking my head.
I mean, it would be a really fucking funny way to end the campaign.
Yeah, well, I try to build up New America as this, like, really, like, threatening organization, but I can't. I've discovered that I can't really write threatening villains. The best I could do is a Saturday morning cartoon villain, and he just turns into the freaking like animated Shredder from the original Ninja Turtles, with all the like his henchmen being Bebop and Rocksteady,
Then there's also
bumbling idiots.
Krang.
No. It's gonna be this one. Next time, Gadget. Next time.
But yeah, like that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the session as usual. Um, you are in a place to spend XP if you'd like.
I
And
would like to spend 10 XP to learn Vehicle Gunner, especially because Marty already has it.
sure. Yeah, and the next time we play, I will be running Cyberpunk Red, and yeah, I will try to. Well, I promise
We're
you
gonna
guys a
go clear out
combat
a
scenario.
scav place. It'll be like the beginning of the 2077 game.
hmm But yeah, I promise you combat in Cyberpunk Red. I shall give it to you, and I'm gonna try to make a fun combat scenario using the April content that they released this year, which was dinosaurs. A little bit of a Jurassic Park scenario.
Rob would beat you too. That
But
was a very interesting encounter in the time that I was in his last Cyberpunk game. But that doesn't mean I'm not, eager to see your spin on it.
yeah, of course. But yeah, I will. Yeah, that's all I have for you
Yeah, well,
guys.
thanks for
Like
running. And I'm definitely
today.
glad I was able
Yeah.
to power through the pain because my back actually started feeling a bit better. I mean, it still fucking hurts, but it's not like I could, move move my arm slightly and it, sends intense pain. It's moved past that point, but hopefully I fucking feel better by
But
Underworld tomorrow. But yeah, I'm in the process currently of looking for John Reynolds token as well as like the updated. Well, there are two ones that I've used for Mike, like the classic one from Road to Usad, and then like a different one that I use in Terra Nova. I'll send both to you, and you can use whichever one you prefer.